Hey, good morning everybody, and welcome to the vlog. I hope the start of your day is incredible. I am absolutely excited right now because I actually caught this female ball python laying eggs. She's right in the process. This is actually a Lorry pinstripe and it's bred to a Lorry ball python, so we could produce a bunch of super Lorries, super Lorry pinstripes, a bunch of stuff like that. It's rare to really catch them in the act of laying. Looks like she's got 3, maybe 4 eggs out, so I'm just gonna sit back, kind of watch her, and hopefully have her lay the rest of her eggs in front of us. This is just a great way to start the day. Again, something I very rarely see with pythons, so let's just sit back and watch this, and hopefully she's gonna have a wonderful clutch of eggs. While that girl's laying, we actually have another clutch of eggs here. This is, ironically enough, just a normal ball python. We don't have a lot of normal ball python females. This is just a leftover that we've had for a long time. But it's actually bred to a pretty cool male, a fire spider spinner blast. And this is that male right here. Again, it's a banana, it's a fire, it's a pastel, it's a spider, and it's a pinstripe. So there's a lot of genes going on. So the fact that there's all of those incomplete dominant genes, even with the normal ball python, we'll get a combination of a bunch of really cool animals. Let's go ahead and see how many eggs this girl has right now. Come on, girl. She's not a big girl at all. She's probably only 1,500 grams, so she's definitely a small animal. Not expecting a really large clutch of eggs by any stretch, but it looks like they're kind of that perfect size egg where they're kind of big enough to be good, but not too big where there's only a few of them. So that's a beautiful clutch right there from a female of that size. And again, just a cool combination with a whole bunch of different stuff, especially that banana stuff. You can get all kinds of things. We just have 2, 4, 6 eggs. So again, that's a pretty small clutch. 6 eggs is probably going to be one of the smallest clutches we have because most of our females are much larger. I mean, they're 2,500, 3,500 grams. So regardless, 6 eggs, can't complain. We'll keep an eye on this other girl and pull that clutch later in the day. Just a normal day down here in the dungeon, you know. Hey RJ, what's going on, bud? You all right? See ya. Ivy's still looking good here. Of course, she's getting ready to shed in the next couple days. She's cleared up. Last time it took her like 3 or 4 days. I'm assuming she's gonna shed today or tomorrow. I'm not sure. And we'll find out if she sheds in the water, if she sheds on land. I have no idea. In the meantime, I can get this cage back going. Lori seamed everything. Everything looks absolutely amazing. We've sealed everything up now. Now the caiman lizard can't get behind or do anything else. Now I have to actually clean it up. All this is actually silicone and dusted where she sealed everything back up. So it's gonna actually be dirty, right? I have to just spray this down, and then I'll have to keep draining the water to get all that stuff out of there, and then we can put the caiman lizard back in here. Hopefully it goes well. So let's go ahead and just clean this thing up, and hopefully it works this time. Alright, so it's time to give it another shot. Let's hope this time it works out well. Just fed this little monkey, so he's all set and ready to go. I'm just going to go ahead and do the same thing I did last time and put him right here. And this time, hopefully, he stays in the enclosure. I do have to put the screen top on really quick. That's the only thing I didn't do yet. But in the meantime, I'll let him just kind of crawl around and see what's going on. So fingers crossed. Hopefully this time it works out. See, she probably still has maybe 3 or 4 eggs left in her, but she's making some progress now. You don't really want to disturb a snake too much when they're laying, although they do kind of go into a trance-like state to some extent. So they're really not thinking about much, right? But I want to make sure to give her a little bit of distance to her. And, you know, over-positioning or laying of clutches of eggs can sometimes take a matter of an hour, 2 hours. Sometimes it can take 8 or 10 hours. So not 100% sure what she has, but she's definitely making progress, which is pretty cool. Looks like she's about to actually move 1 more egg out. And like I said, my guess would be maybe 3 more eggs and she'll be done. This is pretty exciting. They look amazing, and again, it's something I don't get a chance to really see that often, so I'm enjoying it. Hope you guys are too.
So you guys know I've talked to you about variety of diets here at the Reptarium, and today, lucky for us, someone donated a pacu. This giant fish is going to be some good eats for our animals, and I've never filleted a fish before, but let's see how it goes and try to give it to some of our monitors. I've never filleted a fish before, but I don't think I did half bad. All the animals seemed to love it, so that was awesome.
You guys know that I work with Universal Rock on all this stuff, the turtle pond, all the enclosures, IVs, the backdrop, water bowls. I'm really excited to tell you that right now you can go to universalrocks.com and you can actually get 10% off anything that you want. Just use the promo code Reptarium, all caps, Reptarium, and if you want to get some cool backdrops or water bowls or whatever the case is, go check it out. Those guys are amazing people. I love them. I support them a tremendous amount. And now you can save 10%. Again, the promo code Reptarium, all caps. I'll put a link in the description too. And who knows, maybe you can build some awesome cages like this. All it takes is a little creativity and their product, and you can make some pretty amazing things. Looks like this Brooks King is actually done laying, is actually out of her box. So I'm just going to go ahead and steal her box here, see how many eggs she actually has. And as always, what we do is we clean up the cage, get water and get all that other stuff. But let's go ahead and see. Oh, okay, looks good. Unfortunately, it's just one little slugger here, just one little bad egg. But other than that, looks like a beautiful clutch. And again, this is just another aneurystic Brooks King that's bred to Andry. So all these could be Andry. Of course, they're also possible het for white sides. So we could produce some Andry white sides. You never know. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 eggs. I tell you, I love it, man. And Brooks Kings will hatch a little bit quicker. They'll actually usually hatch in about 50, 52 days. So another colubrid clutch going on the shelf. And I absolutely love the colubrid breeding season. Of course, this is actually a het blizzard corn snake right here. We're going to see what she's got going on. Oh my God, what a beautiful clutch eggs. And she's actually bred to this amazing male right here. The blizzard corn, of course, is an albino type B, or what they call muted or charcoal corn. So it's just got that white color, but that is a gorgeous clutch of eggs right here. So take a look at that. Woo! Just go ahead and pull her off, get her in here, and again, we'll get her all cleaned up, get her some water and all that other stuff, and then we'll see how many eggs we got going on. Again, corn snakes have larger clutches of eggs, but you know, interestingly enough, you don't want more than maybe about 18 eggs in a clutch. And the reason I say that, unless you have an enormous female, once you get to 20, 22 eggs, the babies start hatching small and are harder to get started. So let's see how many eggs we have here. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 17 eggs. So we're right in that thing. But you can see these eggs are relatively big. You know, they're pretty big eggs. And that just basically means that you're going to have a pretty good sized corn snake hatch out. When they hatch out super tiny, they just have problems feeding. So you really want bigger eggs. You know, again, anywhere from 14 to 18 eggs is typically perfect. So that is a beautiful clutch right there. Figured I'd take a quick break and give you a little bit of a tour of my incubator room. This is a walk-in incubator room. It's about 8 foot by 8 foot. Of course, we just have shelves on it. Now the walls themselves actually are 2 by 6, so they're actually 6-inch walls that have R22 insulation in the actual walls. Then this is actually 2 more inches of foam insulation. You can see I've wrapped all the walls, the ceilings, everything, taped all the edges. Literally, so I just have the best R value, just basically keeping the temperature settle, right? Because we want the temperature from this side all the way to this side and all the way down there to be exactly the same. The only thing that's not insulation is the concrete floor, but we actually use an oil-filled heater here, and it's on a Vivarium Electronics thermostat, right? So basically we have this set at 89 degrees, and it's a proportional thermostat that actually runs this all the time to keep the temperature at 89 degrees. Now the actual concrete, after running this for about 3 weeks, will actually heat up to 89 degrees, which again keeps a more thermodynamic type of a situation, right? So really, if you take the temperature at the far part of this and all the way down on the other side over here, I'm within a half a degree of 89 degrees. So now I can put eggs on anywhere on these shelves whatsoever. These are my ball python eggs so far this year. These are the actual spotted and other python eggs that I have. As a matter of fact, remember that spotted python clutch where I had a few eggs that were dimpled a little bit, desiccated, you know, just shriveled, and I put some sphagnum moss? Let's go ahead and see if we can find them and see if it actually helped them out. So let's go ahead. This is the clutch right here. And again, you just have a little bit of sphagnum moss right here. I'm gonna open this up, and you can see this is what happens sometimes. Those eggs were desiccated, right? And ultimately what happened was that they were just a little bit too dry. I'm gonna pull this one egg off here because this still looks good, but these 2 eggs ended up getting too damp with the sphagnum, but I was kind of in a position where they were either gonna pop out or they were gonna go bad. So we lost those eggs, unfortunately. This egg still looks like it has some promise. The rest of the clutch looks good. That's just kind of egg maintenance. That's what happens, and that's how you kind of lose them regardless. Spotted pythons, savu pythons, ball pythons. This incubator is going to be filled up here in about 60 days. It's going to be absolutely incredible. I just wanted to take a quick break to show you the incubator just for people that were interested how I actually incubate these eggs. Now let's get back to the shop. Looks like my girl is finally done, so we're just gonna go ahead, get her down really quick. Come on, girl. Oh my God, Mama, you did so good. What a gorgeous snake. I love that combination. The Lori ball python just kind of makes it kind of muted. It's got a really cool looking head pattern on it. And again, the mutations with the super Lori side can be pretty amazing. So let's go ahead, take Mama off. Again, these are fresh. She literally just finished, and that is a load of eggs right there. She did really good. So we'll go ahead, we'll just gently try to take these eggs away. And here we go. Wow, that's perfect. They're gonna fit perfectly in here. I'll go and get Mama back, and we'll get her cleaned up and ready to go. She should be back on food in no time. She had 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 eggs. I think when we caught her, she had 3 eggs out, if I'm not mistaken. So we got a chance to actually witness her lay 6 or 7 eggs, whatever it turned out to be. Regardless, that is a beautiful clutch and a rare opportunity to see something so awesome. Obviously, we have a few clutches of colubrid eggs today. We got more coming tomorrow. So you're doing it, first off, you're doing an amazing job. Are you excited about this year?
Oh, you know what? I'm always excited when it comes to breeding and producing because how can it not be exciting? Yeah. You know, you sit there and you put the work in, and whether it's eggs or live babies, it's always fun. Even if it gets overwhelming really quick, it's fun for a little bit before you're like, oh God, what did I do?
Well, I don't think our old colubrid colony was that way where it got outrageous. This is now it's not that bad.
No. And I always keep that in perspective too of the days of like.
Yeah, back in the day, literally, I'm not kidding. I think what was it? I think our largest day of production colubrids was 2,100 eggs.
Yeah.
At one time, we had like 200 clutches in a day, and that would go on for like a month and a half of production. Then you get into second clutches, and so for pretty much like 4 months, I would spend sometimes 8 hours a day just collecting eggs. So now a few clutches is fun.
Yeah,
this is exciting, so it's good. But I can't wait. This year is going to be amazing, and it's all because you worked your butt off. This next clutch is pretty cool. This is actually an Okatee that's het for scaleless corn snake. Let's see what she has going on. And I'll show you the male that she's bringing bred to that's absolutely gorgeous. Again, an Okatee, and that has those nice kind of black bordering around the saddles. Looks like a beautiful clutch of eggs. Before we pull them, I just want to pull down and show you this male that we're breeding it to. This is actually an Abbott's Okatee scaleless that just shed out and looks absolutely wonderful. And again, half the clutch should be scaleless Abbott's Okatees. The other half would be, of course, het for Abbott's Okatee. So that is amazing. So let's go ahead and just see how many eggs Mama has here. You did such a good job, Mama. Oh my God, look at how beautiful that clutch of eggs is right there. So she has 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16 perfect eggs. That is amazing. So far, Lori killed it when it came to colubrid stuff. We're only 10 clutches into the year, but so far they've all been amazing. So long way to go. I hope you guys are enjoying the journey of collecting these eggs. And again, not too long and we'll be hatching babies as well. So I love it. I mean, every day is like Christmas here this time of year. And that wraps up the colubrid egg collecting for the day. I tell you what, it's amazing. I'm just so excited about this year. I mean, we've worked so hard. We have a lot of animals up this year that we've been working on for a number of years. So it's going to be amazing not only to see these eggs being laid, but also when these babies hatch out. Oh my God, it's going to be incredible. How awesome was that to catch a snake laying eggs and see the process? Again, even I don't get to see that very often. I hope that you enjoyed it. And if you did enjoy it, here's an entire playlist of snake eggs you can just roll through if you want to. If you're not sick of me then, you can actually subscribe to my podcast channel called Checking In. Of course, always subscribe to this channel. I really do appreciate you. Have an absolutely wonderful day. Remember, be kind to someone, and I promise I'll see you guys tomorrow.